Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? It's a nice weekend. Yes, Manchester United go to London to play Crystal Palace away. Yeah, it's a game that everyone's looking forward to. I don't know whether you guys are optimistic. Oh, I forgot to switch on my lights. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Let me make sure I switch on my lights. Yeah, let's start over again. So, United go away to Crystal Palace to play Crystal Palace at home. The Premier League matches currently being played are almost ending. City have just scored a goal. It's 3-2. So that means Crystal Palace are 6th, United are 11th. And it's a game that has two coaches that play the 3-4-3 formation or the 3-4-2-1 formation, basically the 3-4-3. So tomorrow we get to see who's the master of the formation. Crystal Palace have been playing quite well. United, we expected them to have a run since the fixtures are not so difficult. They are winnable games. You look at how United started the league, started with Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Chelsea as well. And now you look at the run of fixtures, you expect United to be performing much better. The game versus Everton, honestly, I don't know. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, to be honest, because we saw the red card. We thought that, oof, now United will win. United are going to win, but it didn't happen. Especially after the red card, the game was 0-0. Everton went on to score, and things didn't work well after that. I don't know. Anyway, let's get involved in the chat. As usual, we are going to do the match preview. Tomorrow, we are going to have the watch along. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, put your notifications on. Tomorrow, we'll go live for the watch along. Hopefully, KC Reacts will be with us tomorrow for the watch along. Yeah, so we are going to do the match preview, look at the recent form for both teams, as well as team news, the predicted 11, the score predictions, as well as the key matchups. How are the teams going to play with each other? So, starting with the team news or recent form. Sorry, let me start with the recent form. United started an unbeaten run, going 5 games unbeaten, and then after that, lost to Everton at Old Trafford. I'm still disappointed. Honestly, I'm still disappointed. I don't know whether to trust these players anymore. But it is what it is. It has happened. We look forward to this game. Yeah. So United, the last 5 games have won 2, drawn 2, lost 1. Crystal Palace as well. They started the season quite bright. Honestly, they started the season quite bright, and looking at the Palace results, the last Crystal Palace results, including the European fixtures, they've won 3, drew 1, lost 1. So they lost versus Strasbourg on Thursday. United have won 2, drawn 2, lost once. And United are playing once a week. So one of the things that we might expect in this game is to see a Palace team that probably is tired because they went away to play versus Strasbourg. They are playing the early kickoff on Sunday. And I believe those fixtures were harsh. I believe that fixture was harsh on Crystal Palace, going away to Europe, then coming to play the first fixture at 3 p.m. Kenyan time. It's harsh. I think it's 12 p.m. UK time. It's harsh. It's really harsh on Crystal Palace. United, yeah. Do we really mind playing a Palace team early on a Sunday? No, I don't. But as I said, I don't trust these players, to be honest, because you might find Crystal Palace might come there, play faster, play harder than United. at the moment, it's difficult to tell what to expect from United. So based on the recent form, Crystal Palace have scored less goals than United, because United have scored 10 goals the last 5 games. Crystal Palace have scored 8. But if you look at United are yet to keep a clean sheet in their last 5 matches. They've conceded goals in the last 5 matches, despite having a new keeper, San Lamens. He started playing well. But after that, we haven't seen a clean sheet, honestly, in the last 5 games. Which is a bit embarrassing, to be honest. But I don't know why this online is lagging. Let me see if I can that. My on YouTube is lagging. Wow. Yeah. So coming back to the game, we know that United do struggle a lot when it comes to teams they expect to beat. For example, we expected to beat Everton. We expected United team to beat Everton. It didn't happen. Looking at the last fixtures versus Crystal Palace have had a good time versus United. Because looking at the head-to-head, Crystal Palace won at Old Trafford in the return fixture. In the away fixture, it's 0-0, and then 4-0 away again. United 4-0 away, that is. United drill away, and then Crystal Palace coming to Old Trafford and taking the points. So we look at also last season, not that season, 2022-2023, Crystal Palace beat United home and away. They came to Old Trafford, won 1-0. United lost at Crystal Palace 4-0. So that tells you a lot. And United, as I said, seem to struggle against such teams. When you expect United to win, they don't win. So that's the recent form. Of course, Adam Wharton has been the most creative outlet for Crystal Palace. He provides most of the assists. On our end, or United's end, it's Bruno Fernandes. He's the one who's been providing most of the assists in the last 5 games. And that's quite worrying, considering that Bruno Fernandes is a deep line playmaker. He's a center midfielder. So it means that our 10s are not creating chances. So that's the recent form. Also get involved in the comment section. Let me know what you think about that game. Do you think United, based on form, are going to win that match? Is it a draw? Just let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Now, looking at team news, it's still worrying for United, considering that a couple of players are still not available. We expected Cunha to be available. He isn't. Cunha is not available, which is sad. As well as sorry guys, just checking whether the stream is still working on YouTube. Yeah, so to the team news. Now I won't be distracted again. Sorry guys. So for the team news, Cunha got injured again. He got a concussion, so they have to follow protocol. He won't play in the next fixture, that is tomorrow. Maguire is still not available. He's still injured. Šeško is injured. So those are the 3 players that won't be available. Now, it's a tricky situation for United, because the last game on Monday, Šeško was not available, Cunha was not available, and you saw the options that started that game. It's very, very, very worrying for United, to be honest, considering that Šeško is our main forward. Cunha is good in terms of ball carrying abilities. And now we are left with Zaxi. We are left with Mount. Those are the options we have. You look at the left wing back. Is it Dalot who's going to start? Is it Dogu? So looking at those missing players, it seems that United are still going to struggle. But hey, we don't know which team will turn up. Will it be the team that fights for every ball, wins every ball, goes out there, plays amazing football, or will we see a team like the one that played against Everton? Because this team, we don't know what to trust. We don't know who to trust, honestly. If we look at the United team, it's difficult to trust these players. It's very, very difficult to trust these players. So if even coming up with a predicted lineup, it's a difficult one. It's a really, really, really difficult one to come with a predicted lineup. Because personally, yes, I wanted Joshua Zirkzee to play. He didn't have a good game versus Everton. Doesn't really mean that if he plays versus Crystal Palace, he won't have a good game. Mason Mount, yeah, we need him. If he can come into play in the Cunha position, the left 10, that will be good because we also need someone who can press. Crystal Palace play high intensity football. Those guys run, those guys have shin kickers, they won't give you space to play with the ball. And we've just seen the team form. The team form. And considering that it's away, United seem to struggle when it comes to away. And missing Šeško and Cunha, as much as most of us fans, most of the United fans were complaining that Šeško is a flop, Cunha is a flop, or those players are not good enough for United. The Everton game showed that those two players are actually crucial to how Amorim plays. Now, in terms of Crystal Palace, of course, we know the usuals will be there. My worry is Mateta and Wharton. Those two guys are having a very, very good season. Wharton is creating almost all the chances. Mateta is scoring almost all their goals. And you look at our midfield, you look at our defense, you start getting worried. Len Yoro didn't have a good game, to be honest, versus Everton. Luke Shaw, at least he's playing a bit better. He played a bit better in the previous matches. And not having Maguire in, of course, Maguire is an experienced head. He can do well in terms of set pieces, both sides, in terms of defending, in terms of scoring. You look at that United squad, you get worried. You get worried. And the recent news coming out that Amorim won't get supported in the transfer market are worrying, to be honest, are worrying. They are worrying because there is a report from Indy Kyla. I don't know how to say whether it's reliable or not. Sometimes he is, sometimes that account isn't. But the reports coming out that United won't look to invest heavily in January and the summer in case Amorim doesn't work out, to me seems a bit off. Honestly, to me seems a bit off because we know that regardless of whether Amorim is the one who's in the dugout, is the one who's the head coach, the team still need players. Even a new coach will still come and say, hey guys, I can't work with this squad. Get me players. The current strategy of United signing young players is not a bad one, but it's for the future. But United need players right now. Manchester United need wing backs. They need midfielders. They need options in the attacking areas. Yes, United did spend 200 million on the new front three, but you look at the options we have, they're still not good enough. Like Šeško is injured, we don't have another good forward that can play in that position. Cunha is injured, the options are limited. So let's see what now Amorim does, because in my predicted lineup, I had a really, really difficult time, to be honest, coming up with the predicted lineup, because now I was wondering, who do we go for? Who do you start, especially in those attacking positions, in the left wing back position, because Cunha is not available. You look at the squad options right now, they are quite thin, quite thin. You look at also in January, we'll be losing 3 players to AFCON. 3 players. Right now, we are missing 2 key players. The defense is not an issue because at least we have options in defense. But you look at the 2 areas, the striking, the number 10, we're already having a headache. Amorim is already having a headache. Like, who does he start? Who does he bench? Who's going to come in and perform? I think this is the time now Amorim becomes brave. He becomes brave and says, hey, let me get some of the academy kids to come in and play. That's now what he needs to do. Amorim, I believe, is in a very, very critical moment. This Crystal Palace game is very, very important, because if United beat Palace, they go above Palace, and Palace are 6th. United are 11th. So United might jump to 6th, 7th position. So this is an important game. As much as most of us might not see it, but looking at the table, this is a very, very important game for Amorim, for Manchester United, because it means if United lose this game, top 4 hopes start fading away. Yeah, I keep saying in the previous lives that I don't see United making top 4. Honestly, with this squad, I don't. But at least they must keep the momentum. They must keep the momentum and show that they can actually do it. On paper, it's not a bad squad. It's just that it's not the right fit of players. There are a host of issues when it comes to United. There are a lot of issues when it comes to United. For example, let me share an image of what my lineup is. My predicted lineup. As I was saying, we have a host of issues. We don't have players. The system does not seem to work. The coach does not want to take any risks. Yes, he adjusts, but whatever he adjusts to doesn't seem to work. So you really wonder, where do we go from here, guys? Where do we go from here? So just to show my predicted lineup. So this is the lineup I went with. So my computer is lagging. I don't know why my PC is lagging today. I don't know what's happening to my PC today. It's lagging. Probably it's the new setup. Probably. So you look at the predicted lineup. So I went with the most probable lineup based on fitness, based on availability, as well as number of minutes played. And the only change I would make from the last game is Dalot and Mount. So my predicted lineup is Lamens, of course, in goal. Mazraoui are coming in for Euro. That's another change that I could make. So Mazraoui comes on as right centre back, and then we have De Ligt, we have Shaw as the 3 centre backs. Then you have Ahmad on the right. Ahmad needs to play on the right with Mbeumo. That's a relationship that has worked well recently, and it has shown results. In fact, when Ahmad went to right wing back, United started to have more attacking threat compared to when Ahmad was playing as a number 10. So we have Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro as the 2 central midfielders. Then I have Dalot. I'm bringing on Dalot. Dogu, I don't know what's happening to Dogu this season, to be honest. I don't know what's happening to Dogu. I don't know why he's not improving. Last season, at least, he showed a bit of spark, a bit of hope that he can be a long-term United player who can go on and improve. But this season, we haven't seen much of Dogu. And then the 2 10s, I'd have Mbeumo playing on the right 10, and then Mount playing on the left 10, and then looking at the forward line, and still play with Joshua Zirkzee. As much as we would love to have a false 9, let's say Mbeumo coming in, Fernandes playing as a 10, then Kobe coming in. Probably that's what Amorim will go for. Kobe playing as a central midfielder, Bruno playing as a 10, and then Mbeumo plays as a false 9 or a striker. Probably that's what Amorim is going to go for. So those are the players I predict are going to play this game. So let me know in the comment section. What do you think about the predicted lineup? What's your predicted lineup? Just let me know. Let me know in the comment section below, because we don't have options. Honestly, we don't have options. If you look at United, there are no options. It's a head scratcher, to be honest. It's a really difficult time for United. We thought last season was difficult. This one is really difficult. And if United don't go into the transfer market in January, I don't know how United are going to even make top 10. Last season, the team finished 15th. This season already, it's showing signs of struggle, especially when players are away, like January. We need the coach now to start being brave, starting players like Kobe, starting players from the academy, because we don't have options. United don't have options. Yeah. Let me go through some of the. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know whether you guys saw that. My PC is lagging today. It's really lagging. So when we go to the key matchups, and before that, let me read some of the comments. I'm seeing some comments on TikTok. Uh, Governor Mugidi are saying, I hate Amorim. I understand your feelings, brother. I understand your feelings. Right now, Amorim is not doing a good job in terms of making himself look good, if we are honest. There are a lot of things that are going wrong at the club, a lot of things that you can't explain. You can point fingers, but you can't explain. For example, the squad is depleted. We don't have good players. You look at Amorim, he's quite rigid in terms of how he plays his football. Whenever he decides to take risks, the risks are not paying off. He's not taking the right risks. So it's the wrong system with the wrong players. And I'm not saying that it's a system that can't work elsewhere, or it's a system that if given the right players, it can't work. No, I'm just saying at the moment at United, Amorim needs to look at it and say, okay, fine. I might not have the players I need right now, but let me try to tweak a few things. Yes, he did. The 3 games United won, he did tweak something. And right now, teams have learned about it. He went long, direct. He was not building from the back. He did it with Everton, then changed. And now he's gotten to a point where he needs now to show that he's a tactician. He needs to show that he can work with the resources he has. Yes, of course, he's been handed a handicap. He's been handed a wrong hand, a bad hand. But he's the coach. He has to find a solution. Coaches are paid to find solutions. But yet again, the owners need to support him. Because if they sack him now, it's bad on them. The other day I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, and I was asking him, even if they sack Amorim now, who will accept come to United and work with this team, work with this squad? They'll still come and ask for players. They'll still come and ask for midfielders. We know United need midfielders. They need left backs, right backs, if not wing backs. They need options in attack. Right now, United have 5 players they needed. But other than those options, United don't have very good options. Yeah, so Governor, I feel you. I feel you. But the coach should play a system accommodating the players he has. Yes, he should. But at the same time, these players, give them any system, they'll still fail. I don't know what happens to these players. It's like they can't. It's like they can't work with any system. It's like they choose when to play. They choose when to play. These players went to Liverpool with a 4-3-3. Okay, a bulk of them went to Liverpool a 4-3. In fact, back then you had better squad options. And got slapped 7-0. Or is it 7-1? Yeah. Big Boy, you are saying Palace are a fast-paced team. I will prefer Ugarte over Kase because we'll be overloaded. But yeah, that might be the case. Probably Amorim will go with Casemiro. Then Big Boy on TikTok goes on further to say our fans are too reactive when it comes to coaches. Our players need accountability. Yes, Big Boy, I agree with you. Not only the players, as well as the board, as well as the management. You can't give a coach such a bad squad and then start making threats that you won't invest heavily on the squad. Of course, if the news are true, that you won't invest heavily on the squad. And clearly, whether you sack him, whether you get a replacement, whether you stick with him, that squad needs players. That squad needs players. Yeah, so the key matchups will be in midfield. As Big Boy has mentioned there. The midfield is where the games mostly will be decided. If United play a bad midfield, then that game is gone. That game is gone. Wharton right now is playing a good game. Mateta is very dangerous. Give him space, he will score. And Crystal Palace are very good when it comes to playing big teams, big boys. You saw what they did to Liverpool. They are very, very good. They are very, very good. So United going away, United always struggle when they go away. So the key matchups there I'm seeing mostly will be on the wings and the midfield. Because United, the way they press, sometimes they one person, two people press, the rest are behind. So that leaves space in the midfield. We don't have players with legs in the midfield who can play. Yeah. And finally, for my score predictions, it's a difficult game to call. I would go for a 1-1 draw. I'd go for a 1-1 draw. It will be a very, very tough game. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw. This is a game that I'm not optimistic United winning, to be honest. I'm not optimistic. So I'll go for a 1-1 draw. That's what I would go for. Considering that United away always struggle, United don't have very good squad options. So it will be a tough fixture. Also, Palace, the second half might start getting tired because some of their players did play in Europe on Thursday and they travel. So and go for a 1-1 draw in terms of the score predictions. Big Boy, you're also adding and saying, if given the chance, what 3 players will you sign in January? I would go for a left back. I'd go for 2 midfielders. As a priority, I'll go for 2 midfielders, the left back. If United can't get a left back, then I'd definitely go for not a left back. If United can't be able to get 2 midfielders, I'd go for a midfielder, then go for a left back and a striker. Even if it's an experienced striker, I'd just go for a striker. We need a striker, honestly. We need a striker. So those Big Boy, those are the options I'd go for. Yeah, so that has been the quick match preview. So tomorrow we'll be here for the live watch along. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you have your jersey on. Tomorrow I'll have my jersey on. I usually have a superstition that whenever I put on my jersey, we don't win matches. But tomorrow I'll have my jersey on. So tomorrow it's official. United will be wearing the white jersey. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go to YouTube, hit the sub button, hit the like button. The game time is at 3 p.m. It's at 3 p.m. Kenyan time, so we'll go live 30 minutes before the game for the watch along. So guys, until tomorrow, see you. Keep safe and rest. Bye bye.